Ngiyanibingelela nonke ninabalandeli emakhaya nababukeli. Ubathabile lo intombi yakashamase and you are watching Foritech Online TV that is proudly sponsored by Foritech IT Solutions. And if you are new to this channel, please click on the subscribe button, like, and do comment. You know, as Foritech Online TV, we really appreciate to hear from our viewers and from our listeners at home. So please do share whatever that you want to share with us, share your opinions with us, share your views with us. And also, please don't forget to subscribe to our sister TV, and that is Bonshika TV. So guys, I know it's cold in South Africa and we have load shedding, but the news that we are about to talk about right now, they are very hot and they literally need a hot cup of tea. Right now, I am with my co-host, Afia Adakwa. How are you feeling?
Hi guys. Better, getting there.
I hope you guys are so happy to see her face after a long time of her not showing on the screens. So guys, we are about to talk about gender-based violence. We saw that SK Koza was assaulted by his fiancé, and he also quoted that he was almost killed by his fiancé in London. So videos of him were trending also on Twitter, saying how bad he was assaulted by his fiancé. So guys, gender-based violence is indeed real, and I sometimes feel like it's not taken like seriously whenever it's a man laying a complaint. What do you think?
You're right on that. He's not also the first celebrity that has come out and said that their partner has done something, has abused them, especially physically. And for those who actually are in the dark as to who's SK Koza, Ushaga, who was acting on the Queen as Ushaga, yes, and Kings of Joburg. So not so long ago, I think a few months ago, we also had news about MT being assaulted as well by his wife. So those are things that have been occurring, and the social media, we see how people are actually not happy with how we as a society are handling this. They're saying that if it was a woman, everybody there would already be a hashtag, we believe her. But now because it's a man, no one is
taking it seriously.
Yeah, not that no one is taking it seriously. It's not, there's no hashtag like behind it. There's no drive behind it, you know. It seems as if GBV is now one-sided. Like it's only serious when it's affecting us females. But if a male is actually the victim, we just tend to turn a blind eye and just move on.
Yeah, and you know what I've also asked myself is that, okay, whenever you are experiencing such abuse in a relationship as a man, where do you literally have to go and report the case? Are you supposed to report it on the social networks, or are you supposed to take it to the police station? And also at some point, okay, I will say that maybe one of the reasons people are so quick to report it on the social media is because of, I once heard of a story. So this guy was also abused by his partner. So when he went to the police station, when he reported the matter, he became a laughingstock. So it seems like it's something that is ongoing. Whenever a man goes to the officials, like the police officials, to report the matter, they turn it into a laughingstock. So now my question is, where are men supposed to report such cases? Are they supposed to report it on the social networks, or do they need to take it to the police station?
I think that firstly, we need to look at the reasons why people then just opt to post things that are happening to them, especially if it has to do with abuse on social media. Because many instances, not only for only men, even us as females, whereby at the end of the day we feel like the justice is not serving its cause. So you feel like that it's going to be much more stronger if you still go on social media, when there are people that even from there, you find that they are helped, they find that lawyers will be like, okay, contact me, I'll help you, with all those things if you feel like police are not, or the justice system is not coming up for you. So, also, the reason why I think when it's a man, people tend to shy away, just as you said, that this man was now being laughed at. It starts with the fact that as people, as human beings, we've forever said that a man is strong, a man is not supposed to cry, a man is not supposed to complain or things like that. And then now men will feel like, I cannot share, I cannot tell a friend of mine that my wife is abusing me. I think even some time ago, there was even a man who opened a case that he had been raped, and he still became a laughing stock. Even when that news like went viral, people were still laughing like, how can a man be raped? And he was like, I was raped by 5 men, if I'm not mistaken. How is that possible? But then yes, it is possible. Even though men are much more stronger than us, but that doesn't mean that they are men who are not abused. I feel like a lot of men are abused, but it's just that they are not vocal about it, because they feel like maybe even if they'd be vocal about it, they'll be laughed at. Even Ushaga was being laughed at. I saw the video where he was, talking. I think he's laying in hospital, and the comments, people are like, how, Shaga? And then your accent, SK Koza, by the way, your accent, why has your accent changed and all those things? Like, okay, honestly, there are things that we can just overlook. Even if maybe he was bringing in that accent because he's in London, right? And he was just probably also trying to cheer himself up. But those are the things that I feel like we need to overlook and just focus on the fact that he is a victim of gender-based violence.
Talking about social media, when such things are happening, more especially when you just decide to put it like on social media, obviously people will comment about it. So right now, I just want to read from Twitter. So am I supposed to read out who tweeted?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So now Chris Excel says, no one has bad luck like SK Koza in this Mjolo thing. He tried it with a sangoma. They bewitched him. That sangoma, we all know, Dr. Mawed. And then he says he tried it with gays. He ran away. I'm not going to read everything because of the language is too
strong.
Too strong. And then Chris Excel still says he went to date a slay queen. They beat him. Fame. So now, when I say it's not being taken seriously because of it's being reported by men, now they're making fun of him.
Yeah.
And from all these comments, no one says justice for SK Koza.
Yeah.
Or
true. Or we believe him.
Yes, we believe him. No one is on his side. Instead, people are making fun of this thing. Whereas it is a serious thing and it's happening. Just that so many men out there are not talking about it. So let me read this one from Psyche. Yeah. He says, SK, the first man in the history of men to get black-samed by a whole slay queen. Now that's pure bad luck indeed. Like, what is that? A child of God is crying out for help. Because we are all children of God. So I'm just going to say a child of God is out there crying out for help. And we as South Africans, we're making fun of it. Like, honestly, this is a serious issue. And if we turn a blind eye into this, then that means we are all saying that yes, GBV is right.
Yeah, yeah.
Regardless of your gender, whether you are female or you are male,
Yeah.
we're just saying that GBV is right. If ever we can ignore such matters, because right now I believe that we're not supposed to look at the gender, but we're supposed to look at the issue and then figure it out. I know it's none of our business, but at least figure it out as a country or as a whole nation as to how are we gonna at least try to limit such instances to happen, because even our brothers are also abused, just
Yeah.
that we don't know about
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
If something is not happening to you or to anyone close to you, doesn't mean that it doesn't happen at all.
To the next person, yeah. I just feel like, yeah, even though they saying labeling Kate as a slay queen or things like that, for this to even happen in another country, I'm not saying that if it had happened here, it would have been much more better. But just look at how she has now painted herself and the country as a whole. You know, I know that we could be saying there's two sides of the story. You know, we should know what really transpired or anything like that. And I'd like to hope that SK Koza did not maybe fight back. I really hope it didn't, or maybe, you know, beat her up or things like that, because the lady hasn't come forward to say anything.
Not at all.
Maybe because she may be embarrassed. I mean, I would be embarrassed as well, you know, to be on the tabloids and all like that. We don't know how the justice system is in London, if maybe USK Koza is going to open a case and things like that. I'm just hoping that this becomes a lesson as well. This should be something that we learn from, that we usually think that celebrities are perfect or have the most perfect relationships or things like that. So if this can happen to a celebrity man, that means any other man it can happen to. You know, GBV is something that I feel like as a country, South Africa has been and still is trying to fight. Each and every day we hear of cases being opened for GBV, even if tomorrow the person will go and close the case. But it is something that the country is struggling with a whole lot. And probably also it may be influenced because of too many things are happening in the country, you know. So maybe people are frustrated, people are stressed out or things like that. I really hope if people have issues like anger management and all those things that, or if you feel like maybe your partner is annoying you or pushing you to the point that you want to get physical, you know, rather you just remove yourself from the situation. Whether you leave, you know, you go calm down, let her or him calm down, you know, and resolve whatsoever differences you guys have, then for it to get physical. Because next thing, umuntu dies and it's now murder, you know, and yet it was just maybe a small push. So, you know, to avoid all those things, USK, because you can see that he's hurt. You know, I know some of us are like, you know, it's contra and all those things, but you can't obviously say he shouldn't have allowed himself maybe to get beaten, you know. So, yeah.
Yeah, like you've just said, that there's two
Sides.
there's two sides of the stories. I saw a video trending. So literally he was taking a video when everything was happening, when the fiance was actually beating him. So now the lady kept on saying, get out of my house.
Okay.
Yes, get out of my house. You can't just talk about my daughter like that. So I think something triggered
Her.
yes, something triggered her to even react in that manner. I'm not promoting violence, please hear me. please hear me very well. I'm not promoting violence. I'm not promoting GBV. But all I'm saying, from her comments when she was busy assaulting SK Koza, she mentioned something about, you can't just say that about my daughter, get out of my house. And you could hear from the background that SK is literally in pain. And he was also trying to defend himself, saying, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I will ask my producer to put the video there. But then I'm not sure if YouTube is gonna
Allow
allow
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yes, it's gonna allow it, because anything that has to do with violence, it blocks it. But if it does allow it, I'll ask my producer to put it there for you guys to see it on the screens. So guys, our point here is that GBV is real.
Yeah.
If ever you know that someone close to you is being gender-based abused, or you are also abused, please report it to someone that you trust, because of, I know some of you feel like when you report such cases to the police, you become a laughing stock. But at least report it to someone you know that you can trust, someone that can give you a better advice, someone who can give you support, emotional support, someone who can be there for you. And we also have, like, from Foritech, we have shows that promotes mental health. Efia does those shows. Who's the lady?
Melanie.
Yes, Melania. You can also ask for her digits, and then we can give you her digits if maybe you want to talk to someone who is
In
more
the
qualified.
psychological
Yes,
field.
more qualified in those things, so that you can get help. You will never know, anything can help you. And also I will also advise you guys to just remove yourself from such situations. If you see that the relationship is now no longer serving you in a good way, but instead it is serving you abuse, remove yourself from that toxic relationship.
Yeah, yeah. Well, to add on that, I know that some people may say it's never easy, like it's never easy for victims to leave their abusers. It takes like a whole lot. So hence, as she has mentioned, that it would be very also good or wise to also engage yourself in community works around, because at time people who are abused tend to be isolated. The abusers tend to make sure that you don't have people to talk to or things like that. But I think it's wise that if you have that chance and you're trying to express yourself, it's okay. And even the people who usually post on social media, there are people out there who post because they're crying for help. And if you feel like a person is crying for help, I feel like even if you just slide on the person's DMs, hey, are you fine? Are you okay? I've seen so many people being helped just because they posted, on social media that I'm not okay, I'm going through 1, 2, 3, or I'm being abused, and they'll show sometimes pictures, but because if they go to the police station, a case will be opened, and the next thing, the justice system has failed them, and they've found help, and they've been able to come out from such relationships. So GBV is not something that has started today or yesterday, and it's not something that will even end tomorrow. But if we try so hard to be able to learn and leave when you feel like you can't anymore, it's actually would help.
Yeah, my co-host has just said it all. So guys, yeah, like I've said, if ever you feel like you need some help and you need someone who is more qualified in this field, please do ask for Melanie's contact or her details. We will be gladly assist you guys. We will send you all the details that you need, that is connected to her. And also guys, whenever you are in this situation, please don't forget to pray. Just pray to God to remove you out of those toxic situations. Just pray. I know there's people are more qualified when it comes to mental awareness and whatsoever. But you know, when you pray also, it helps. So right now, guys, if you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed, please do click on the subscribe button, like, and share your views, share your comments, share whatever that you want to share with us, and also share what you would love to hear us talking about. I know you guys have some questions or have some nice interesting topics that you want us to discuss, so please do comment, share them with us on our comment section, and we will talk about them. So for now, is cheers and peace from Batebile and Afia.
Bye, guys.
Bye.